10 best villages to live in Wales. Living as some people are doing in any part of the United Kingdom has already insulated you from certain challenges in some terrible parts of the world. This is important to be borne in mind for anyone living in any of the villages in the country. For reasons bordering on peace and tranquility, some of our lovers love living in Wales. However, it's puzzling to some that these people are not particularly focusing on cities like Cardiff. Rather, they love villages in Wales. Are there any villages you too might love to consider as a home in Wales? We are affirmative in our answer, and we have proof of this in the video about the 10 best villages to live in Wales. 10. St Fagans, Cardiff. We begin with St Fagans, an affluent village on the outskirts of the city of Cardiff, known for St Fagans Castle. It's a picturesque village where you can discover the depth of richness of Welsh history and culture, taking you on a trip back in time to the Wales of old. St Fagans is just a short jaunt from the hubbub of the capital. It's just about a 20-minute drive down the A roads right from the heart of Cardiff. You're certain to have a hint of Welsh heritage through the ages and enjoy a recreation of a 19th century mining terrace. 9. Solva, Pembrokeshire. Next is Solva, a lovely fishing village in Pembrokeshire. Living in this pint-sized village, you can simply walk and wander on the coast north of St Bride's Bay. As the tide washes in and out, the character of the village takes on different appearances. When the water is high, it's felt around the quaysides and the pubs, and when it's low, a muddy estuary is revealed, filled with crawling crabs and fishing skiffs. The village is nice for photos and is a good place for adventure as you take scenic walks around the village. The bracing sea treks are unrivaled as the path wiggles to the east and west. You can also find the hidden sands of Porthmeirion beach. 8. Beddgelert, Gwynedd. Beddgelert is the first of the villages in Gwynedd to be mentioned here. Located in the northwest county of Gwynedd at the point of convergence of the Colwyn and Glaslyn rivers, Beddgelert's idyllic setting gives you a taste of what living in a charming scene is all about. Your days and those of your visitors would be filled with the desire for selfies as you take a walk, hike or engage in other outdoor activities on mountains and other stunning views as part of your daily activities. You can even get to see the central place in the famous folklore legend of Gelert the dog. 7. Portmeirion, Gwynedd. If you are ever grateful to the British architect Sir Clough Williams-Ellis, the curious creator of this village, you would love Portmeirion as one of the nicest villages to live in Wales. This Gwynedd village of follies and odes was forged to highlight all sorts of architectural styles in the heart of the borough between 1925 and the 1970s. At the village's central piazza, there are Italianate mansions mingling with Gothic towers and European Baroque facades. Not far from there are arboretums of palm trees and pines. 6. Tintern, Gwent. The historic village of Tintern in Gwent has been described as a must-do destination for tourists in Wales. This town, located on the River Wye in the Wye Valley area, has rolling hills and thick forests, and wide cultivated pastures and fields. All these add up to create one of the prettiest sceneries in the UK here. Tintern Abbey, an impressive 12th century abbey still standing, is a memento of the village's former magnificence. Wye Valley, an area of outstanding natural beauty, trails the River Wye for about 72 kilometres. 5. Rhossili, Swansea. Rhossili is a lovely village in Swansea that some consider the best for living. The small community on the southwestern tip of the Gower Peninsula is within the first area of outstanding natural beauty in the United Kingdom. The small village clutches a rugged headland like a limpet. This is the sort of village you will expect to live to enjoy peace. It is quite good for photos and adventure. The St Mary's Church at the centre of the village, with its 13th century walls, is a beautiful edifice as a memorial of the seaman Edgar Evans, the historical legend who accompanied Robert Falcon Scott, the Royal Navy officer. The 8-kilometre sweep of sand known as the Llangennith Beach is hard to ignore as it's one of the best surf spots in Wales. 4. Betws Coed, Conwy. This is another riverside town of Betws Coed in Conwy. It's one of the most attractive villages in Wales. It's in the county of Carnarvonshire in the north, only a 30-minute drive east of Snowdon. This community makes for a great jumping-off point if you would love to explore Snowdonia National Park. You would appreciate your decision to live in this village for its quietness before or after the summer holidaymakers descend. And in the spring or autumn, you'll be with either blossoms or the stunning foliage of the dense tree respectively. Its waterfalls, such as Swallow Falls and Conwy Falls, are among the best waterfalls in Wales. Located within walking distance, they are reasons counting this location among the best villages to live in Wales. 3. Eynon, Swansea. This is another village and community in Wales that can be considered the best for living. Located within the city and county of Swansea on the far southern tip of the glorious Gower Peninsula, of which it's one of the most popular summertime escapes. It is within the boundary of the area of outstanding natural beauty. Eynon is one of the most picturesque villages in Wales, and it's good for families and tourists. The village was once a booming salt farm and oyster port, and the traces of this past can still be seen in the ruined salt house and rock pools. Today you can find a couple of quaint pubs and charming cafes on the edge of the sea here. 2. Aberdyfi, Gwynedd. Aberdyfi or Aberdyfi in Gwynedd is one of the nicest places to live in Wales. It is both a village and a community, and it's one of those on the northern side of the estuary of the Diffy River. The small seaside village in southern Snowdonia is where the Diffy meets the Cardigan Bay green-blue waters. It's such a simple, seductive little resort that hits the right spot and is located among others right in Snowdonia National Park. Though relatively small, it's quite popular with tourists as about half of its houses are holiday homes. Its low population means a lack of nighttime activity, which gives you the opportunity to have great views of the night sky. You will enjoy undisturbed country walks on beaches and quaint restaurants, to the delight of retirees wanting a quiet lifestyle. 1. St Dogmaels, Pembrokeshire. The tiny village of St Dogmaels is another Pembrokeshire location here. It's a village, parish and community on the estuary of the River Tafy. This quaint riverside village is on the border of Pembrokeshire. Its presence in the north is significant because the Pembrokeshire coast path starts or finishes there, depending on the direction you're walking it from. St Dogmaels isn't far from the dune-backed blue flag beach of Poppet Sands. This unique location makes it a very good village to reside in, but when you add that to its Tuesday market, it becomes the very best of its kind. In this corner of the Wild West, every Tuesday is special as local producers gather to sell the best of everything from pork meat, goat meat, longhorn beef, cheese, vegetables, crabs, lobsters and bread baked with flour ground at the nearby mill. And there's an extra village on this list. Extra 11, Porthgain, Pembrokeshire. Porthgain is a small hamlet in Pembrokeshire Coast National Park, located between St David's and Goodwick. It's considered one of the best-kept secrets of Wales. It's a good place to make a home for those who love classic Welsh seafood. It's also one of the picturesque villages good for families. It's wedged into a narrow crack in the West Wales shoreline, where it unfolds around a charming harbour at the point where the sea glitters with a romantic shade of blue in response to sunshine. Do you think that we have proved that the places mentioned in this video are the 10 or 11 best villages to live in Wales? We will appreciate your views in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment and turn on the notification bell. This is Learning Canteen.